Okay, Javier, Nelson Mandela, excellent. Let's jump over to your work right here. That's you, yes, Nelson Mandela. Um, okay, good job. Good bio information here. Excellent. Over here, we've got your timeline information. That's excellent. 43, 89, 42. Don't forget to list your bio information in chronological order. It's not so. I mean, I know you're just gathering information now, but when the time comes to establish and to create the timeline, I'm sure I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but I just want to make sure that that's specifically clear. Okay, good images. You've got a good assortment to choose from here. Now, I just want to mention that the poster itself it only allows 5 colors, but if you want to use a full color image, that's fine. If you want to use black and white, that's fine. I think any of these images will be great. If you do use a full color image, that's okay. Just remember that the rest of the poster only is allowed a total of 5 colors. Okay, let's jump to your sketches. And boy, I got to tell you, this is good stuff. I mean, these are great. I think these are fantastic. I think the most important thing in here, and I think the most impressive thing to me about these sketches is that in the front here, you're building concept right into your sketches. The chains, that's good stuff. The fist, that's really good stuff. You're adding meaning, whether that meaning is denotative or connotative. In this case, these chains are connotative. In this case, the fist is connotative. So you're paying attention to what we're learning in class. And that's fantastic. And you're applying it, which is even better. So I'm really pleased with this. This is fantastic stuff. Okay, so we have that. I love the chains. I think the chains work just beautifully. Nobel Peace Prize. You've got the tagline. You've got the laureate's name and the tagline on the front. That's fantastic. And we see that in the other examples as well. So that's fantastic. And, you know, the tagline itself, you're saying the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993, awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993. You might think of a different tagline, something a little more interesting. I'll show you an example. Here's a tagline for Martin Luther King: the man who changed the direction of American history, the man who had vision for a better tomorrow, the man who changed the world. So instead of just saying, okay, Nobel laureate for whatever year, this designer decided to really add some meaning to that tagline. And I think that's interesting because it kind of gives the viewer a little bit of a preview as to what's coming up on the back of the poster. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's, instead of just saying Nobel Peace Prize 1993, it's giving a little insight into that. So think about that and moving forward. Now, the sketches are fantastic. So for Sunday, I'd like you to come up with some new sketches. And remember that. Just try to think of a really super interesting tagline. This is the only front of the poster that doesn't have a specific concept to it. So think about adding a concept to that. Now, the one thing I'm seeing is that we've got this front, and then I'm guessing this is the associated back. Likewise, you've got this front, and this is the associated back, right? But the thing that I'm seeing is that you've got a golden opportunity right here to take okay, so you've got the front, you've established these chains hanging from the N and the M, and that's fantastic, as I said. I think it's conceptually tight and solid. Let's work with that. Let's take those chains and use those to establish your timeline. You know, do you see what I'm saying? So you can just show those chains and use those right for your timeline. Not that this is a bad idea. It's a good idea, but we might as well tie the front of the poster in with the back of the poster. That makes sense, right? Or in this case, you've got Nelson Mandela here with the fist. Let's use the fist for a timeline like you've done down here. Okay, and I think that is going to really be important. By the way, the back of the poster here doesn't have, the image would need to be included in the back of the poster. We don't see that depicted in this. Okay, so summary on the requirements. So the name should be on the front of the poster along with that tagline or that subhead. Okay, on the back of the poster you have the bio information. You can use photographic imagery on the back. Just the only thing you can use the photo for is for the laureates. So this would have to be an illustration. Okay, you would have to illustrate that instead of using a photograph for the fist. photographic only on the front, timeline information on the back of the poster, color 5 color max, two-sided 11 by 17, right? Or in this case, yeah, so a 17 by 11 if you're going to go with a horizontal orientation. That's fine. Okay, so moving forward, again, I just want to reiterate, this is fantastic. I mean, you're really, really paying attention, and I love it. I love it. So you're not just sketching things saying, okay, let's go. You're really, really showing a wonderful job here. Okay, it seems like I'm frozen up. Hang on one second. Not exactly sure where that got frozen up. So, all right. So anyways, as I was saying, in summary, let's do this. So I'd like to see more sketches, right? I'd like to see you develop this idea here with a with the back of the poster, with a timeline, incorporating the chains in your timeline to really tie that conceptually. And then I'd like to see at least one sketch with the fist concept and using the fist. So in other words, combining this with this. Okay, don't forget the image. And then also, don't forget the tagline in that. And if you want to try to give a little more interesting or descriptive tagline for the subhead for the front of the poster. Okay, other than that, really fantastic job. So you've got everything you need here. I'd just like to see a few more sketches really tying the front concept in with the back of the poster and incorporating the timeline, etc. Let me show you a great example. And I'm using this, so you'll see this in the other. This is a fantastic example. So the concept here is this, is that we're using substitution here. So we've substituted an equal sign for the E in Luther. So Martin Luther, that's representing equality, right? That's fantastic conceptual development. To take it a step further, this designer has taken that equal sign, used it on the back of the poster for the timeline. Good stuff, right? And then there's the image, and there's the bio information. So, all right. So that are my recommendations for your final submission for week 5. Next week we'll start working on the front of the poster. All right. Fantastic job. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.